For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Washington Commanders. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Let's go!
Howell, first play, going to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing here, Howell. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Faking the handoff. Howell. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. First down, Howell to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Brings up third down.
Howell trying to pick it up on third. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
By Calais Campbell. A 4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Fourth down, Howell. He finds his man, complete. That's Spencer. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down and an exhale there as they convert on fourth. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So here we go, fourth down, Howell. And Allen's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 58 yards. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure comes and down he goes. Chase Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Let's go now. Left wing 19.
They're going to try and throw. And that's Elliott, complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on fourth down.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
Go check.
They go play action here on first down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
I'm darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it, and the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Once more, Gibson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now throwing on first down here. Flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Spencer. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what...
...38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Gibson here running out of the gun. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Gibson to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A handoff running left is Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
They'll go play action. Howell. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Howell. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Howell. He's got a man, complete. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on fourth down. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 40 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. And they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him. He finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They find some open field here. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. On play action, they'll throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll look to throw here. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
The kick by Bass is good. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll go again with Gibson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
For the play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Howe will throw it. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. 4th down try. Here's Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now the ball comes loose. And it's Washington that scoops it out. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
The defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Howell going to go for it.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
19-7.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Going deep here for Allen. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This one fielded at the 5.
take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Looking for a slot man, and he's got it. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ready, set.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go, here we go. Happy Lion.
Allen, the man in motion right.
A give to Gibson running right. Down to the 22-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Taken down at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Gibson again.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
In motion right comes Allen.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They'll set a receiver in motion to the right.
A give running right, Gibson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson
taking it in from 11 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
from the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Williams brings it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Okay, ready?
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
50 Vikings.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
So now here come the Lions up to go for 2.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. On second down, here's Gibson again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
A handoff for Gibson. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
And they go play action with Howell. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And this is caught.
And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From the 6. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th, and a very critical drive upcoming.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down. His longest run of the game right there, and a pretty good time for it. A huge third down conversion late.
Love the mindset. Love the way he flipped the switch late in the game, needed a big run, and helped produce it with great leverage from the offensive line. But you also know what happens, too. The defense stacks the line. So if you can break through that first barrier, there's usually plenty of room to run.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Give him 32 on the play.
Here's a give to Gibson.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson
With his second touchdown of the night.
And the Commanders are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Takes it at the 7.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Commanders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Powell's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
And they work this out past the 25. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Another try after the first down sack. Powell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship.